Welcome to Talmudic Treasures. Today we're learning Nedarim page 33, which introduces a new chapter where we find that a person makes a vow, and he does so against his friend that he does not wish to derive any benefit from him. And because of that, the question is he allowed to even walk through his field? Now, unlike the statement of our Mishnah, the opinion of the rabbis is that there's nothing wrong with what's called drisas haregel, walking through a person's property, namely a courtyard or a field. This is not something in which a person should really care about. And therefore, even if a person would have made such a vow that they're saying that I don't want you to derive any benefit from me, or vice versa, we would still allow those people to be able to walk through a courtyard or field. Now, in this, the Ran explains that it's certainly not referring to a situation where this person is walking through his tomato garden and he's stepping and squishing and smushing them all, because obviously that's not something which is allowed in general. It's talking about in order for a person to be able to get from point A to point B, and therefore, in order to be able to do so, they're doing this little shortcut. And even though you could say, well, this person is deriving benefit because he's walking on my property, this is not something in which a person is particular about. And not only is it talking about, again, in general, a person is not particular if a person walks on their lawn or on their property, but even this individual, even this person who made this vow, who is saying that I do not want any connection with this person, still, according to the opinion of the rabbis, would still say it's not something in which would constitute part of this vow, which teaches us an important lesson. That a person has a property, and of course you may have beautiful grass, and you may not want people walking on that property. The question is, why are you so particular? Why is it something that bothers you so much? The Talmud tells us that there are certain things that would rightfully bother you if they're truly causing damage to your property. But just to have someone simply walk through your property and they're not causing any damage, they're not doing any harm, the fact that you would be an individual that would have an issue with it, that is something in which, at least in the time of the Talmud, considers you as beyond the norm. This is not the normal practice of a person. Which teaches us again this notion that there are certain things that may bother you. There are certain things that stress you out in the way that people speak, the way that people reference you as, and these are things that may really disturb you tremendously. And the question is it more of an issue to them, or is it more an issue for you? It's important to really reflect and ask yourself, are you being reasonable in the way that you're feeling toward your fellow man? Are you someone that is more forgiving and understanding and doesn't care so much about what a person says, what a person does? You'll be able to live a much more peaceful and enjoyable, relaxed life than someone who is constantly scrutinizing everything that's being said. And any person who happens to put one foot, one toe on your lawn, that is a person that obviously is probably stressed out and doing things which are probably not living in accordance to a more calm and relaxed lifestyle. So, if I happen to be walking down the street and I be coming toward your property, please don't mind if I cut through.